what is going on? This is Torna Walker with another Walk and Talk Wednesday episode. Today is Wednesday, June the 10th, and the time now it is 1:42 p.m. in the afternoon. Very breezy, cool, sunny Wednesday. And in this video today, I'll be making a walk alongside a very well-known street that I grew up, well, most of all of my years before I moved to Brampton, on Trethewey. So I'm going to start my walk from Trethewey and Keele. Alright, here's the Keelsdale Eglinton Line 5 station. This is the first stop going eastbound from Mount Dennis. And right there is Eglinton. And right in front of it is the York Memorial High School. Right over there. So I'm going to make my walk all the way down to Jane Street and Trethewey. And I'm going to be passing my old apartment building by Martha Eaton Way along this walk. And I have a few topics that I would like to discuss while I'm doing the walk. So if you are watching, please like, comment, and subscribe, because this is going to be a very interesting video. So I'm going to be walking on this side because this is the side where the buildings are by Martha Eaton Way. So let's begin this walk here. So Trethewey turns into Keele Street, which is down that way, and then Keele Street continues after you enter this road called Yore, which is spelled Y-O-R-E, going that way, and it turns back into Keele. So let's see here. All right, so I'd like to thank everyone that has been watching and subscribing. We're talking about subscribers. Just recently, earlier today, I noticed that I've lost over 20 subscribers today. Yeah, I've lost over 20 subscribers today. And it made me kind of panic a little, but then I'm like, why bother fight it, and why bother complain about it, you know? But someone made a comment under the post that I posted with the numbers that I was showing, and he was telling me that that YouTube is cleaning out or cleaning up the bots that are not part of YouTube or are not subscribed to YouTube and don't have a YouTube channel. So this has been happening. I've heard about this, and I totally forgot about it. That YouTube is basically just cleaning out any unwanted subscribers. I've heard like celebrities and other big name channels and even small channels losing a lot of subscribers, because sometimes your subscribers, you don't know if they're real or not. And for this video here as well, I want all small channels. I'm calling all small channels to this video. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds or a couple of minutes, because I want to talk about something. So any small channel that, if you're under 25,000 subscribers, to me, I think anything under 25,000 is a small channel. Anything above that, you are considered a big channel. So if you're over 25,000 subscribers, please do not watch this, because this does not concern you. All right. Anyone, if you're over 25,000 and over, do not watch this video. So I like to try to talk to all of my small channels out there. All right. Is everyone here? Okay. So recently I made a post talking about the algorithm, and I'm pretty sure if I talk about this, if this video gets copyright claim for me talking about the algorithm, then so be it. So be it. But I have to talk, and I have to speak my mind on these things. So I made a post, but I deleted the post. I posted it on Monday, late Monday, early Tuesday, I don't remember when. And I was talking about the video that I did at Due West and Taste of North York. Right now, that video is growing at 1.7k thousand views, and I'm happy with that, because I'm so satisfied getting those kind of numbers, because I have not seen those kind of numbers on a video since about 3 months ago, when I did a review on the smart glasses, and that one was not 3.4k views, so 3,400 something views. And for 3 months I've been getting, 100 there, 200, sometimes less, and different kind of numbers. So when my Due West Taste of North York video hit over 1,000, so as I said, 1,700 and counted views, the next video that was uploaded, which I did at Walmart, that video was recently uploaded back on Monday. It went down, the views just went down to 64 views at that time. Now it's over 100. So I made a post and I said, talk about the algorithm. I said, well, make it make sense. So how come one video goes from over 1,000? At that time it was like 1,400 views on the Due West at that time, to 64 views on the Walmart video. And all I said it was bleeping out the word effing weird, right? And that how YouTube only cares about big channels. They do not care about the small channels. Okay? They don't care about the small channels. So I realize that they are doing a lot of testing on your videos. Like you publish your video and they will send it to a group of I don't even know who they're sending the videos to, right? Just to see like if people will continue to watch throughout the whole video, if they will click on your next video or any other video, okay? And I didn't realize that they were doing something like that, okay? So the post in the community post, as I said, it's deleted right now, right? I made my point. And I also said, you know, it's they only want, YouTube only wants you to work hard as like twice as hard. Okay? So they do not care about small channels. They only care about the big channels. People that with 25,000 subscribers and more. So it's like the small channels, this is what I also said. I said that the small channels have to suffer in order to get recognized. So it's like us long pain suffering, like, oh, you know, like just put out the work, do what you can, just shut up and don't say anything. So basically that is what YouTube is telling you. So if I have to defend all my small channels out there, like someone needs to talk up and speak about this. Okay? And clearly this is what the YouTube algorithm is doing. All right? This is what the YouTube algorithm is doing. So you have to ask yourself, well, how long do you have to wait until, you know, you start getting consistent views in a certain number, okay? So if I'm getting 1,000 views on one video, like I should get like the next 3, 4, 5 videos, I should be getting that same kind of number. I should not be getting 100 or less views on the next one. All right. That should not happen. So you see how unfair it is. How unfair it is for people that are starting out YouTube. Now, okay, look here. You start at YouTube, I understand you're not gonna get that many views in your first maybe 20 videos that you upload. All right, it's gonna take time. It for people, yeah, it might take 3 months, it might take 6 months. Okay, but after that, you get past a year or 2 years or 5 years or whatever, and you're doing all this work. You know, your thumbnail, your title, everything, you're doing what you can, and you're still getting low views, it's definitely something's wrong. Something is wrong, and then yeah, like you get frustrated, like how I get frustrated. So I got an email yesterday from YouTube about the post. Now, this is, as I said, this is a post that I wrote, all right? So they're saying that, oh, now that your video, this is what they said in the email, the video can no longer run ads. It can no longer run ads. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, I kind of paid it no mind. But until this morning, when I woke up and I checked my YouTube studio, and I went from 2,353 subscribers all the way now to, last time I checked was like 2,330 subscribers. And I'm like, wow. Okay, so this is Black Creek Drive right here. And over there is the Martha Eaton Way buildings. So the one I grew up in was that one over there. That's the 25 Martha Eaton Way. And I've lived there from 1981 up to, I would say, 2008. Yes. What in between, sometimes I've moved around, and when me and my mom used to live there, and then my mom went back home to Jamaica, so I ended up staying out here, lived on my own, and then now I am taking care of my dad, which we now live in Brampton. And over there is the 12th Division. And that street over here, which is called Todd Bayless, was named after a police officer back in 1994 who was unalived by, I think it was like one person or two person that unalived him, so they named the street after him. And Todd Bayless takes you to Industry, which also takes you to Ray Avenue, right up to Western Road. So this is an area that I've been known for 30 years of my life. I am in my 40s right now. All right, this building right there is 15, and the one over there, which I'm gonna get close to, is the 10 building. So there's 10, 15, and 25. All right, truck. It's in my way, but I'm gonna get out of the way. A lot of childhood memories around here, and back in the 90s, this was one of the worst areas, but it wasn't bad like Jane and Finch and Malvern and Chalk Farm, Driftwood, Regent Park, and those areas. It was bad because there was quite a few people that I remember when I used to grow up that used to live around all three buildings. But the 15 building was basically got the most bad rep out of all three. So this is the driveway or the entrance that leads to the building, to 25. And this is the 10 building right here. And the 10 is known for the condo building. So the other two are not condo, those are this apartment, but 10 is known as a condo. And we have a storage mart right over there, across on the other side. Seems like we have some kind of police activity, because I saw about 2 or 3 police cars went in that way. So I don't know what's going on right now. So this was the way I would sometimes walk to school, going this way. And also all the schools that I attended to was all down this way, and I'm going to be passing a street called Brookhaven. Brookhaven was I think it was a Brookhaven is it elementary school or no, a junior high? I don't remember. It's been so long. So I'm making my way to Jane Street, and that's where I will wrap up the video. So we are, let me see, well, I don't know the time zone in Mexico, but as I say, this 1 day away from World Cup football. That's right, World Cup 2026 FIFA will begin in Mexico, and I think the game time will be 3 o'clock. Tomorrow they will have the opening of the Fan Fest at Fort York. I'm gonna be down there and see what the crowd is gonna look like. There'll be a lot of Mexican fans down there, South African fans as well. It will be South Africa versus Mexico. So as I said, this is Brookhaven Drive right here, and that will lead you to the Brookhaven Public School. And then on Friday, which I'll be there again, I would probably be live streaming, but I don't know how it's gonna work out. Because gotta be careful with the copyright and you know, showing what you're not supposed to show. But I'll be outside of the stadium, so I don't have to worry about that. Just have to worry about the music, and pretty much that's it. Well, Canada will be playing Bosnia. Game time is at 3. So it's going to be very hectic for the first game that Toronto will be hosting. And there's so much rules going into this one, especially at these stadiums. At what you're not allowed to bring in: no water bottle, no toilet paper, no outside food and drinks. Can't bring in binoculars, long binoculars. No drones, no selfie sticks, no tripods at the Fan Fest. this Friday, if I'm gonna do a live inside FanFest, I don't know how if this phone is good on stabilization without using my gimbal. And the funny thing is, like, I've never tested it out, so I'm gonna have to test it out one of these days. Maybe, I don't know if I would do one today or tomorrow, but I definitely will be making a video vlog around the stadium and probably by Fort York as well. You know, I always remember right over here, about 20 years ago or more, all of this was this pier land. And should I say 20? Like, no, actually, like more than 20 years ago. Like all what you see right here with all the houses right there, that was this pier land. There was nothing there, and then they start developing all over on that side. Started building up more houses, and you know, I remember, I don't know if he still lives here, but I remember there was a friend that used to live somewhere along somewhere over there. I don't know if he still lives there, but yeah, it's come a long way. And right over here, I always used to hate walking past this gate here because there's a dog here. Okay, so they put a they put a blue covering. Yeah, I look, bro, I'm telling you, like, when I was going to school, like, walking to Western Collegiate, or that's the high school I attended to. There are days, like, you know, when the days are nice and you just feel like walking. And sometimes when, you know, I didn't have no bus fare. And the time I used to walk past that gate there would be a dog. When you walk past it, just starts barking for no reason. All right, and here we have the buildings of 710 and 720. Now these buildings here, yeah, if you watch the news, oh, there's a Ghana flag. Yeah, if you watch the news, a lot of bad things that used to happen right around here. I might use this for my thumbnail. All right. I know it's backwards, but I don't know if that's. But let's use this. Yeah. All right. Whoa. All these pigeons flying all over the place. And I think this, oh, yeah, I think we have the males trying to mate with the females here. I don't think she's interested, bro. Yep, see? Sorry, man. She's not interested, Jan. All right. And we've come to the end of the road here at Jane Street. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and let me all know in the comments about the topics that I was talking about, the algorithm. If you're a small channel, let me all know if you agree what I said. And also, who are you cheering for in the World Cup? Do you have your country in the World Cup, or would you be cheering for a different country if you're a football fan? If not, then yeah, you don't have to really answer that question. So this is gonna do it for this one. Walk and Talk Wednesday for June 10th. And I will see you in the next video, folks. Take care. You have a wonderful day.